Welcome to Business Leadership Roundtable. All right. Dali So, so welcome everyone. Andito pala kami. We are the host for today's event, Miss Cha. Can you say hi to everyone? Of
Hello.
course, yours truly, Ronnie Marquez. All right, welcome everyone. So just one more video for you to see who we are, and then we'll go ahead.
I'm feeling so clean, better version of me. I got this, I can't miss. Better yet, it's new bliss. Feeling at my best, I've got this figured out. Better start now, better start now, better start now, better start now. I got this.
There you go. Thank you so much. So, uh, let me just share with you why. What's the purpose of this BLRT? BLRT actually was born out of a desire to help business owners, of course, leaders, no? uh, out of the desire to help business owners, leaders, and professionals, no? Develop their leadership skills and create a business community that thrives because of strong professional relationship amongst its member. So we believe, being part of the John Maxwell team, we believe that with leadership, uh, sabi ni John Maxwell, that everything rises and falls on leadership. And another one is that one is too small a number to achieve greatness. What does it mean? No? Which means all of us need each other. No? Na we cannot achieve success on our own. Two things we have to keep in our mind is to be successful is number one is we have to grow our leadership, and relationship is the key. No? So let me share with you, normally just to let you know, before we go into the forum proper, we share leadership nuggets, no, because this is part of our program, no. So today I'll be sharing with you a quote from John Maxwell. John Maxwell said, "A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went." Okay. So if you want to take control of your cash, there's only one answer. And what is that? Make budget. That means figuring out what's coming in and what's going out each and every month before the month begins. And it's not a one-time only thing. Budgeting is a habit you must form and follow for the rest of your life. Do you know who Dave Ramsey is? Dave Ramsey is America's trusted voice on money and business and personal money management. He is an expert, and he said, "I have been doing this for 25 years and I've helped tens of millions of people get out of debt." Yun yung forte niya, yung expertise niya. And the way you do it, he said, is a written plan. There is no exception. Okay? You cannot outlearn this organization or stupidity, no? Sabi niya. And if you don't have a plan, according to him, you're living on a prayer. I'm not saying that prayer is bad, no? You're living on a prayer and you're hoping everything's going to be okay. And but not actually doing anything about it. That's not going to work, my friend. You have to stop hoping and start planning. And in order for the budget to work, you have to live according to your numbers. So today our speakers will be talking more about finances, personal investments, stocks, portfolio management, and so many other things related to finance. So let's open our mind, our ears, so that we will understand and learn from today's event. So before we introduce our speaker, let me share with you yung ating house rules. Number one is we request everyone to mute your mic while the session is ongoing, and then number two is use the chat box to comment and ask questions. We encourage you to do this because we wanted to have an interactive session today. Okay. Now to introduce our speaker, may I call on Ms. Cha? Go ahead, Cha.
All right, good afternoon. Right now, we have two speakers. We have Arnel and Paul. He's with us. Both of them are here with us today. Arnel Pipito is a licensed stockbroker and a trader in the Philippine Stock Exchange. He's also the founder and content creator of Invest Tambayan, an investing social group that currently have 12,000 social media followers. He also co-founded assets.It, a startup finance educational platform. Yan. Si Paul naman, let's go to Paul Banteg. He's also known as Mr. Purpose and Passion, and the self-mastery expert. He believes in clarity through self-mastery. He will help you to create results by unleashing your purpose and passion and achieving true happiness and fulfillment by discovering a deeper meaning in life through relationships, work, and even financial prosperity. Currently, the BNI Zeal Chapter President and Launch Ambassador. Let's all welcome Paul Banteg. Yeah, those are our speakers for today.
So, who will be sharing the PowerPoint? I'll just stop my sharing so that they can share. So, I think who's the first? Paul, no? Paul will be sharing, and then after that,
Arnel.
Okay, so I'll make them a co-host so that they can share their slides. So go ahead, Paul. You can start sharing your PowerPoint. So let me know if you have Paul. Come in, Paul. We're still. Where's Paul?
Okay, hold on. I think he got disconnected.
Oh, yeah. Ang dami ko.
Yeah. Ina-admit na, sir. Baka he's having some troubles connecting lang. Pero
Yeah, how so many so many connections. Maybe we can start with Arnel kaya. Hi Arnel. Are you ready?
Hello, good
Yes, Arnel.
afternoon. Yes, I am. Good afternoon sa lahat.
Yes. Maybe we can start with Arnel, no, para we can maximize our time. Go ahead, Arnel. You want to share your PowerPoint and then later we'll ask Coach Paul to follow.
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity and thank you for the invitation, Sir Ronnie Marquez, on this wonderful community. So I'll be sharing my presentation first. Okay. All right. So I'm very excited to share to you. Actually, kakatapos lang ng trading hours. We are up to 1 p.m. kasi yung trading natin sa trading floor. Ngayon, mga fund managers work from home. kasi sarado yung trading floor, but the trading is still ongoing. Right, so our topic right now, nakikita nyo naman, no?
Mhm.
Stock market
Yes.
and the pandemic crisis. So yun, I'll be sharing to you, especially with yung first pa lang marinig yung about stock market, a bit of what that is all about. But first, let me introduce myself. But first pala, let me share to you this quote. I really like this and I believe this is timely. Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. And I believe there's always hope. Market natin is going down, our economy is going down, but I believe there's always a silver lining into it. So let me introduce myself. My name is Arnel Pepito. I'm an equities and securities specialist. I'm connected with Philippine Stock Exchange. It's now located in BGC. Um, and yeah, I'm also a portfolio manager with Eastern Securities, one of the brokerage firms, trading participants of the Philippine Stock Exchange. I founded Invest Tambayan. It's a social group. You can join that. We have Facebook. We have website, investambayan.com. It's really for education, more of stock market kasi yun yung exposure ko eh. I'm also a motivational speaker. I've been speaking in different schools, organizations. I also co-founded a company, stocks.It. We're into really providing good materials kasi stock market very siya eh. Technicals, ang ginawa naman siyang animated, mga games. So later on, I'll be showing that to you. So yun, yeah, that's what I do. This Philippine Stock Exchange building, the new building in BGC, it was in Ortigas before, but right now we moved. So yun, kung narinig nyo Makati Stock Exchange, Manila Stock Exchange, yun nag-merge na yan. So we have only one stock market in the Philippines. So this is inside our stock market. So stock market is basically parang palengke lang yan. So ang binibili at binibenta dyan, shares ng mga listed companies like Jollibee, Ayala Companies, ano pa ba? Lahat ng mga kilala niyo yung mga companies. So binibili siya here. So kung sa Netflix na nag-watch kayo ng 81 plus, di ba? Naging billionaire siya because of investing in stock. So dito, so mga fund managers, mga brokers, we are trading here. This is what we call the trading floor. Right? So we're trading stocks here. Right? So this is also my website, investambayan.com. And if you also want to get my contact, you can contact me on these platforms as well. All right, so let me start with our economy because I believe some of you are really checking on kung anong nangyayari ngayon with regards to our economy. But before that, I'm also going to be plugging in my training, online training, be the next stockbroker for those who want to get or have a career. All right, so let me start with our economy. So our economy, alam naman natin na bumabagsak yung economy natin due to lockdown, walang masyadong economic activities. So yun, are we in recession? Right now, wala pa. Kasi, ano pa lang nag-contract tayo. Di tayo nag-grow for this quarter, but officially kasi mag-recession lang for 3 quarters kung negative yung economic growth natin. So according to NEDA, from 6.3, naging negative 0.6 to 4.3. So yun, medyo nga tayo. Tanggap na ng ng forecast natin na medyo pabaliktad tayo. So sayang nga yung 6.6% na tinaas ng economy natin this year. We've been growing up 6% every year or more than 6% every year, and we're the fastest growing economy in the world. So yun, Philippine economy shrinks for the first time in 22 years. That's a sad news. Pero na yan expected na yan given sa pandemic natin ngayon. So this is the data that we have in 2020. Medyo tayo, medyo di maganda yung run ng economy natin. So this is also with the manufacturing, decline din tayo, huge decline kasi wala masyadong operation ng mga factories natin. But good thing as well, our inflation, pagtaas ng mga bilihin natin, medyo bumagal kasi may price freezing tayo and at the same time, yung oil natin, wala masyadong demand kasi di tumatakbo yung mga sasakyan and global oil is also dropping and we are dependent, highly dependent with oil. So with this is a good advantage for us. Alright, so 2.2 yung ano natin, inflation. So matanong nyo anong significance ng inflation. Kung may investment ka, dapat or may na-deposit ko sa bangko, dapat mas more than 2.2% yung kikitain niya. Kung below that, kakainin lang yan ng inflation. Meaning, no, hindi ka kumikita, nag-lose pa yung value ng pera mo. So market natin, it's been going up and biglang bagsak. Kasi sabi nga, may forecast, every 10 years bumabagsak yung market natin. And later on, that's why we're here to really check on the opportunities of the stock market. All right, so this is what happened after na-report sa Wuhan, bumagsak, and then eventually nag-recover. And right, we went down around 40%, I think, or 30% sa market natin. But right now, medyo nag-recover na tayo. So this is our market, Philippine Stock Exchange. So yun, nag-bounce tayo from its lowest. But right now, stocks are still cheaper than other mga companies. Right now, foreign investments natin medyo wala pa ding pumapasok na foreign investment. Pumapasok na pera sa market natin, puro local pa lang. Right, so we have what we call black swan. So siguro narinig nyo na to if you're going to go online, Google, mag-research kayo, kadalasan ng lalabas na results doon about investments. So this is we apply as well investment. Something like unpredictable na mga event or unforeseen, typically one with extreme consequences. Usually mga nangyayari, global na nangyayari na may sudden and harsh na effect. So yun yung black swan. And basically yung nangyayari ngayon with our pandemic, wala namang nag-anticipate na kung kailan mangyayari ito, di ba? But grabe yung impact niya sa economy natin, even loss of lives, loss of livelihood as well. I'll be sharing to you what's the significance on this. A black swan creates turmoil, which is na yung nangyayari in chaos, but it also presents opportunities. I'll be sharing to you some black swans or mga nangyayari in the past, which grabe yung impact niya, but at the same time, nag-create sila ng mga new businesses and new opportunities. I'll be starting with the Black Death, bubonic plague. Around 50 million died on this around Byzantine Roman Empire. So, di pa tayo pinapanganak noon. So, 1300s. So, ano bang nasa 1300s? Imperial, you're working for the king, the emperor, something like that, feudal system. But after that, kasi sobrang daming namatay, around in Europe at around 30 to 60% ng population yung na-wipe out because of this. So yun, because of this, yung wages, parang demand ng labor, wages tumaas kasi konti lang yung labor. So doon na-create yung employment contract. So yun yung ngayon, mga employees tayo, we're under contract, job contract. So yun yung na-create. So may something innovation na nangyayari. Asian financial crisis. Lahat ng Asian currencies bumagsak. Lahat ng Asian na mga business bumagsak. After that, kasi mga loan, mga foreign loans After that, na-create, nagiging mga loan portfolio sa bangko, may mga iba-ibang packages, local currency loans. After that, SARS, health crisis na naman. 2003, ano bang businesses dati? Traditional commerce, di ba? But after that, doon na-create yung mga e-commerce and the biggest e-commerce in the world, which is Alibaba. So yun yung na-quote natin kanina si Jack Ma, the richest man in Asia. 2008 na naman, property bubble, real estate bubble, individual asset accumulation and assumption. Bumibili yung mga tao ng property, madaming bahay, kahit hindi na nila kayang bayaran. Ang nangyayari, nag-create ng bubble, wala nang pambayad yung mga tao. So yun, nag-crash yung economy, nag-crash yung market. Madaming mga banks, financial institutions na bumagsak dito sa 2008. Sa Netflix, pwede niyo panoorin yan, The Big Short. So after that, asset allocation, asset consolidation, doon na-create doon na found ang Airbnb, tsaka Uber. So yun, may na-create na mga business out of that. Ngayon, 2020, so yun, basically this is going to be an opportunity with e-commerce kasi yung pandemic natin, medyo matagal-tagal pa yung vaccine natin. Kaya ng Zoom ngayon, di ba? Sobrang tumaas yung stocks ng Zoom. Bakit? Kasi ginagamit siya, e-commerce. And right now, mga e-commerce companies, if listed yung mga stocks nila, tumataas din. So yun, magiging online na, magiging digital na, and I believe this is also going to continue even for the next years to come. Alright? So yun, what's the message on this? There is really an opportunity. May mga ako ngayon, may mga kaibigan ako na they're into e-commerce, nasa online yung business nila. This is the first time na nag-all-time high yung mga sales nila. This is the first time na nakita nila yung mga business opportunities. Kasi, sabi kasi, di ba, there are 3 people in this pandemic, and after this pandemic, number 1, those who died, those who survived, and those who thrive. So I believe, magka-thrive tayo kasi nandito nga tayo sa webinar to really learn on this. Alright? And this is as well an infographics which I got kung ano yung mga businesses na pwedeng mag-thrive on this pandemic. Number 1, e-commerce. Kaya si Lazada, mag-open na din si Lazada. I believe magiging in demand yan. Shopee, ano pa ba? So, anything na nasa Facebook. Kaya ang daming mga online sellers ngayon, kahit ano nang binibenta. Kasi may demand siya. Takot din yung mga tao na lumabas. So, yun. Ano pa ba? Personal healthcare. Diba? Pwede ka magbenta ng mask ngayon eh. Actually, alam nyo ba, nagbebenta kami ng mask before. Naubusan talaga kami. Wala na nga kaming supplier kasi wala na, ubus talaga. Grabe yung demand. Food processing and retail, medical supply, ICT, anything about computer, work from home na ginagamit, agriculture kasi yun yung yung kailangan food, di naman out of season yan eh. Potential losers natin, oil and gas kasi walang travel, tourism kasi walang pupunta ng beach, takot yung mga aviation. Kaya nga yung stocks ngayon, sa oil, grabe yung 5 billion yung lugi ng Petron. Almost Shell din, around 5 billion din. Lugi yan, hindi siya decline. Aviation pile din, Cebu Pacific, yung listed companies natin, declining in earnings. So yun. Yun yung basically losers and winners natin in the market. Alright, so let me share to you some quotes. If you really want to invest, I believe some of you are planning na din. First, you have to check din yung cash flow kung ready ka na ba. On earnings, sabi ni Warren Buffett is the greatest investor of all time. So ngayon, one of the naging richest person in the world siya for a couple of years, but right now around 3rd richest person in the world siya, si Warren Buffett. So investing in stocks yung niya. Doon siya naging popular. On earnings, sabi niya, never depend on single income. Make investment to create a second source. On spending, sabi niya, if you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you need. On savings, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. Ganun siya ka-importante. Hindi lang siya sobra. So dapat na may tinabi ka na ada. On taking risk, investment na pag-investan mo, wag mo daw ilagay yung never test the depth of river with both feet. An investment, do not put all your eggs in one basket. As a fund manager, this is really important for me. May lalapit sa akong kliyente, may pera siya, millions of money, gusto niyong i-invest. So, I divide on the risk na kaya ng kliyente. And at the same time, yung mga stocks din na, diversified din siya. Alright? Okay, so I'll be sharing to you as well. Mag-share ako dito. Wait lang. Our tool na ginagamit namin with StocksEd. Hopefully, kasi I'm planning to do interactive kasi ito. So, para makita nyo. For example, Arnel, mag-invest ako ngayon, bagsak yung market. Ano yung parang foresight 10 years from now? Kasi di ba sabi mo, decade opportunity siya eh. Minsan mo lang ito makikita na may ganito bumagsak yung market and the stocks are really, really, really cheap. Okay? So this is one of the simulation that we have with StocksIt. So ginawa namin games. Later on, it will become public na din. This is free tool that you can use. So alam naman natin yung Jollibee. Jollibee ngayon bumabagsak. So may opportunity for you to be able to buy. So this is since 2009. So this is right after the financial crisis in 2008. Now, diba, history repeats itself. So balikan natin yung nangyayari 10 years ago. 10 years ago, then check natin kung may opportunity ba talaga. Kasi 10 years to eh, nag-gap eh. 2009 to 2019. Now let's play a game. So, si Ronnie na lang. Si Ronnie yung pipili na lang. Bibigyan niya ng access. Yung one of the, it works on desktop. Then, maglagay kayo dito ng amount. Let's say 100,000, 10,000. Do you think na paglagay mo, then check natin kung tutubo ba yung pera natin. If that time, 10 years ago, nag-invest tayo. Alright? So, sa investment naman, ang rule nun is that invest sa mga companies na may alam mo that will last for a long period, earnings well, tsaka may brand talaga siya. And alam natin kung sinong mga companies na yan, na nakikita natin araw-araw, mga household names ng mga companies. Alright? Ready na ba kayo? Pipili tayo ng basta naka-desktop, tsaka lagyan na lang natin ng remote access sa Ronnie para
Maybe you can try to enter na lang, tas we'll be watching you paano yun.
sige,
From
sige.
your end. Para we can just watch.
Meron akong pera dito, around 123,000. Ano to eh? Hindi naman to 00, but 123,333.33. So ito na lang yung figure. Ito na yung ready. So basta around 100,000 roughly. Ito na lang. 133,222. Yan. Yun na figure. Basta around 100,000. Meron tayong mga 133,000. Nakita nyo naman, di ba? So magkano kaya yung aabutin niya in 1 year? Kasi ngayon, anticipation natin magre-recover ba kaya in 1 year? Sige, let's see. So 2009 to 2010. So you're around 130,000. Lowest na abutin ng pera niya if you have invested Jollibee shares. Yung 100,000 magiging 165,000. Lowest yun yung pinakabagsak na market during that time. Pero yung full niya na tumaas yung market is mag-end yung year niya is 285. Kumita tayo, di ba? Let's say 5 years. So di mo naman ginagamit yung pera mo, extra naman siya. You know na in the next 5 years wala siyang paggamit, pwedeng pabili mo ng bahay, pwedeng may goal ka, something like capital ng business. So from 2009 to 2014, yung 133 mo, lowest na kikitain niya, 484, highest niya is mag-end ng year, 690. Now, let's say 10 years. Kaya mo namang maghintay ng 10 years from 2009 to 2019. So, abutin niya, yung 100,000 mo, magiging 690. Kasi 2019, bumaba yung market. But let's say 2017, almost 1 million na yung 100,000 mo. Or 2018, ito kasi yung sobrang tumaas yung market natin. Around almost 1 million yung aabutin niya. Alright, so there is really an opportunity. Kaya palagi ko sinasabi with my talks, I've been doing this, I've been saying this. This pandemic, this crisis, di mo na makikita to for the next 10 years. And right now, with that, sobrang decided ka na after 9 years from now, sobrang taas na ng market. So wala na masyadong opportunity. But right now, given na you invested sa good stocks, growing stocks, earning na mga stocks, mga companies, then this is really a good opportunity. Last data that I'll be showing to you, Jollibee, it went up for 10 years, 2009 to 2019. Jollibee went up 400%. Metro Bank, alam naman natin to, di ba? One of the biggest banks, 300%. San Miguel Corporation, 300%. SM, the highest, almost 700% in 10 years. Ayala Land, around 600% in 10 years. So with that, sharing to you my last slide. Nakikita niyo ba?
Not yet, not yet.
Uh,
We'll have some questions pagka after this. Before Paul shared, just key in your question dun sa chat box. We have so many questions kasi in our mind. I know.
sure.
Para
Sige, Ash.
will not.
So thank you for that, Sir Ronnie. So share ko lang my favorite verse, which is timely for today. There is really hope. In Revelations 21 verse 4, He will wipe every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more death or sorrow or crying or pain. And I believe, ano lang tayo, kapit lang tayo. There is always hope. Huwag mawala ng pag-asa. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
Okay. Chow, can you check on if there are questions para before we ask Paul to share? Actually, I have a question, Arnel.
Sige, sige.
Mauna na ako magtanong. You mentioned about the black swan. Ano?
Yeah,
What are the indicators of the right timing to invest after a black swan? Kasi di ba there are black swan na you showed a while ago, ang dami, di ba? So, right now parang we are in a black swan, correct?
Yeah.
So what are the indicators? When do we need to, what's the best time to invest? Or for example, you have money to invest. Is it after the vaccine? Kasi, I do not know what's the take of the mga katulad mong brokers? Ano ba yung discussion point mo sa ganyan? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's really a good question. And that is also a common question even to my clients, even to my friends. Pwede na bang mag-invest? Ito na ba yung pinakamababa? Now, the question is it the right time to buy or something like anong perfect time? There's no perfect time talaga. And then my question is that the best time to invest is really today kasi ito yung nakikita mo, ito yung available na information. We wait for vaccine. We know that yung market is moving differently from the economy. Pwedeng pag dumating nung vaccine, mataas na yung market. So wala ka na mapagbilhan, di ba? Wala nang cheaper na mga stocks na available kasi minsan yung market natin, it moves advance eh. Kasi sa economy natin, hindi naman siya kung okay na economy yung market natin kasi mabilis siya mag-react. Ang market natin ngayon, ang tinitingnan, ang nakikita namin, market is quantifying what is the progress. Kung okay ba, kung anong ginagawa ng government natin, kaya bang mag-recover. So yun lang naman. Kasi sino bang nasa stock market natin? Mga investors, mga tao din yan, may emotion. So they want something na hindi man sure na solution but yung may progress man lang ba. So yun. So what I do with our investments, I buy on different prices. Bumili ako ngayon. So hindi siya one time na bibili ako ng shares. Bibili ako ngayon kasi may window pa siya na pwedeng bumaba eh. So bibili din ako pag medyo mababa na. So para ma-average ko yung risk na pwedeng mangyari.
May question ba, Cha, on the chat box? Ako kasi maraming question, kaya lang I want the participant, if they have questions, give them opportunity, no? Ang dami kong tanong eh, baka lang maubos yung time. So one last question siguro from our audience or participant, before we ask Coach Paul to share his PowerPoint. So meron ba, Cha?
So ito yung common question pala na narinig ko
Okay.
sa
Sige,
market.
sige. Go.
Ano yung mga stocks na recommended ngayon? So yun yung mga usual na narinig ko sa labas.
Actually, good. Actually, yan ang gusto ko itanong, Arnel. Nabasa mo yata ang mind ko eh.
Oo, di ba?
Baka
So, yun,
i-charge mo kasi ako. Kaya nag-aalangan ako itanong, baka i-charge mo ako sa,
kasi may tatawag
sa
kasi na
consultation.
kasi may tatawag kasi na ano ba mga stocks na pwede ngayon? Actually,
Yeah,
ang
go ahead,
dami. Actually, ang dami. Mga blue chips ngayon. Blue chips pala yung top 30 companies in the Philippines. Yun yung mga malalaking companies, yun yung mga kilalang companies.
PLDT,
Sobrang
ganyan.
bumagsak
Yun.
talaga. Kasi yung market natin bumagsak siya around 40%. Along with that, yung mga blue chip companies natin. So yun, I would suggest right now, I believe as well, hindi naman sila winners talaga ng mga stocks, but yung mga food manufacturing ng mga companies. Yun yung kasi yung may demand eh. Yun yung operating. Sino ba to? Yung Universal Robina Corporation. Sila yung usually yung nakikita natin sa 7-Eleven, nakikita natin sa mga grocery stores. Yun. Then sino pa ba? San Miguel Corporation because they have San Miguel Food and Beverage. They have Pure Foods, they have yung mga meat shop nila. So ano pa ba?
Sa medical,
medical,
Arnel.
medical kasi natin usually mga medical stocks natin subsidiary ng mga malalaking companies like si Ayala Land, meron siyang Generica, meron siyang mga hospitals like Metro Pacific Investment, MPI, may-ari yan ng Makati Med and other mga big hospitals. So yun, ang listed natin na independent na listed, mga Euromed, kaso hindi siya blue chip, medyo speculative siya. Pero tumataas siya ngayon. PhilLab, yung laboratory, meron din siya, listed din yan, pero small cap stock, hindi siya blue chip. So, I also like yung mga technology stocks because sila yung ginagamit ngayon sa mga work from home like IMI, more of semiconductor ginagamit sa computer ventilators, SSP, Ion, yun yung usual na basta mga technology, Tech as well. Anything about computer kasi yun yung ginagamit kadalasan ng mga tao. So yun, food manufacturing, So I avoid right now yung oil stocks, Petron, Shell, then mga airlines, Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines. Kasi even right now na nag-resume na, mag-i-impact din yun yung sa earnings. I believe may malaki yung impact na sa second quarter, third quarter. Yes, mababa sila ngayon, pero may magandang stocks pa. Pwede kong mag-invest sa mga stocks na wala pa masyadong
nagka-vaccine. Pag naka-vaccine siguro, baka saka ka mag-airline,
Pwede, pag medyo okay na.
Later, pagka ganun,
Pero
so anyway,
kung mababa,
thank you.
mababa talaga yung price.
Sir Ronnie? Yeah. We have another question here from Meg. Is it also a good time to invest in cryptocurrency?
So with cryptocurrency kasi, Bitcoins, pag medyo bumaba yung market natin, mga ibang tao naghahanap yun ng ibang asset. Just like other asset na pwede nilang ma-speculate, like crypto and also currency talaga, yung peso natin, forex. So yun. Kaya yung forex natin ngayon, medyo okay siya kasi hindi siya masyadong bumagsak yung currency natin. Kasi may opportunity. So yun. Possible, but you have to manage the risk then, especially with mga assets na medyo risky siya, like cryptocurrency, like forex, and other assets as like options, medyo risky siya, pero may opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Arnel. We're now ready for we'll answer the other questions later after Coach Paul, Kasi I'm sure may mga questions pa kayo. Ask question pa rin. Isipin niyo pa rin yung mga questions, and then Paul, you can go ahead and share your slide. Thank you, Arnel. That was very informative, Mamaya kita tatanungin. Ito, nandito. Ang daming ang question ko. Very interesting, Mag-i-invest ako mamaya. Go ahead, Coach Paul. Let's hear from
Hi,
Coach.
hello. Actually, I have technical issues to
Chachapi ka, Coach.
sorry, I have
Maybe you can turn off your turn off your video, and then so we can save on bandwidth. Why don't we turn off our video muna para we can have bandwidth? May Benji, maybe turn off the video muna. Let's see if we can, we can.
Okay, sir, I will.
Okay, paki na lang para so that we can kasi challenge talaga ang internet ngayon.
Yan. Okay, naka-off na tayo, sir.
All right, good, very good. Ako naka-off din ako, naka-on ako. Yan, there you go. All right.
Okay.
Sige, Coach Paul, go ahead.
And
Yan.
Sir Ronnie.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, can you? I'm sorry. Can you please help me? Sorry to
Share.
To share.
Paki na lang si Coach Paul, pakitingnan kung naka-co-host. Guys. Baka kasi hindi siya naka-co-host, hindi siya makapag-share.
Sige, sir.
Hindi naka-co-host.
Dito.
Paki na lang, paki-co-host. Saan ba siya? Wait I'll try to, wait just hold on a second. Don't worry, we will be on. There you go. Try it now. Coach Paul.
Yeah.
Are you good? Are you good?
Ayan na, focus na.
Yan, go ahead. He's talking pero I think wala siyang...
Hi, Cha. Cha.
There you
Can I
go.
send to you my presentation? So I'm sorry, I have hard time to share the screen talaga.
Sige po, if
Wait,
you can send it right now.
Alright.
Wait. I have to
Let's answer questions first from Arnel.
Sige, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question here from Elmer Pascual. Some questions
Yes,
for real estate. What company is okay to invest in for Arnel?
So, thank you for that question as well. Good question. With regards to real estate, kasi nga ngayon, wala masyadong demand, hardly hit talaga yung sector na yun, ng real estate sector natin. So, we are expecting na mag-shrink din yung earnings nila. Even banks nga kasi around 14% exposed sila with loans to real estate companies. I would say, if you want to invest sa real estate company, go with top 3 companies kasi malaki yung liquidity nila and they are expected na to thrive even in the pandemic. May mga backup funds sila. I would go with Ayala Land kasi number 1
Paul,
in the
here
market.
na.
Ayala
Here
Land.
na, Paul.
Alright.
Bench from mute ako. Unless you are now. Thank you.
Here na is it's a PDF file, but go ahead. Paul, go ahead.
Hi. Yan. Alright. So, sige. Si Arnel,
Just
tapos
tell
na
me
ba si
next
Arnel?
slide, Yan, done na.
Okay, sige. Alright. So, good afternoon to every one of you. I'm, actually, I apologize. I have a hard time para i-share yung screen, no? So, yeah.
Walang.
So, yeah. So, good afternoon. Do you believe that everything happens for a reason? There's no such thing as accident, yes or yes? Of course, yes, no? And I just want to thank all of you for having me here. Maraming salamat, Coach Ronnie. And again, because I believe that everything happens for a reason, lahat ng nandito ngayon, alam ko na hindi aksidente at yung kailangan kong ma-share ay para sa bawat asin dito. So, before anything else, I just want to introduce myself to you. My name is Paul Bantegi. You can call me Coach Paul, a life coach, motivational speaker, author, and also, specifically, I'm practicing consultancy work. So my job is more on consultancy work. I created financial blueprint for every family. So from negative millions or 100 millions of pesos to billionaires, actually na-handle na natin. And it's like a CFO of your personal finance. So I just want to share a short story of my background. So this is my family. Actually, ako po ay, napapansin nyo, and ako po ay bunso sa aming magkakapatid. Ang aking mother ay single mom. So kaya ay saludo sa mga ina na nandito, lalo na kung single mom. And pinalaki po niya kami na siya lang mag-isa. So apat po kami. Ayan po kami. So I am an illegitimate child. So anak po ako sa pangalawang asawa. Ayun. So hindi po sila kasal. And that's why I have this kind of issues since then, because I am abandoned at the age of 7 years old. So at the age of 7 years old, since I am abandoned, I have this kind of identity crisis, which is nagdala sa akin ng more on I am not important. I have this kind of feeling of scarcity. Lalo na nararanasan namin before. Kasi from 0 to 5, my father is Chief of Customs Police sa dito sa Pilipinas. So technically, pag Chief of Customs Police, alam niyo na, no? So maraming pera kami noon, marami kaming laruan. But at the age of 7 years old, bigla kaming inabandon. So yung shift talaga ng buhay namin noon at yung hirap ng buhay namin noon, danas na danas ko yun. Kaya at the age of 14, 15, naghahanap buhay na ako niyan. I was a working student sa Jollibee. And nag-working student din ako sa Pizza Hut. I started my business at the age of 21. And at the age of 22, nag-masters ako. I am now 32. At the age of 26, nagkaroon ako ng utang na 2.5 million pesos. At the age of 26, nagkaroon ako ng utang na 2.5 million pesos. And that time, I was depressed because all I want is to be rich. All I want is to have this kind of financial freedom. All I want is to help my mom, na single mom. So my question to myself is, why are this happening to me? Hindi ito yung parang pinakapangarap ko, pero nagkautang ako ng 2.5 million sa distribution business ko. And my friend, that time, nung na-depress ako, obese po ako that time, and then hindi po ako lumalabas ng bahay, kinakatok po ako ng mga aking mga creditors, of course. Kinakasuhan na po ako. And then hanggang lumapit sa akin yung kaibigan ko, kaya ako naniniwala that everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as accident. Lumapit sa akin yung kaibigan ko, niyaya ako sa life coaching seminar. Sabi sa akin, Paul, total learner ka naman. Baka gusto mo sumama sa akin, marami ka matututunan. So sama naman ako. And to fast forward, tinanong ako ng facilitator. At Paul, can you introduce yourself to us? So sabi ko, my name is Paul Bandegi. I have 2 kinds of businesses. I have master's degree. So my defense mechanism that time, because I am a fatherless, I have this kind of wall for me not to feel that I am not important. Na magaganda siya, sabi ko. And then the facilitator told me, can you please stop? Sabi ko, bakit po? Sabi niya sa akin, your name, your age, your title, and your achievements, that's what you have. That's what you have. My question to you is who you are. At that moment, I cried because for the longest time, I don't know who really I am. Because of this feeling of scarcity, because of this feeling of abandonment, parang my motivation to earn money is coming from resentment and anger to my father. And that moment, I dedicated to myself that I really need to teach what I learned to my journey to other people. That's why I'm focusing on relationship and finances. And our topic right now is more on personal finance. Yan. So that's my wife and my daughter. Yan. So yan. And this is my achievements. Sige po, Coach Ron. And this is my achievements. Also my registered financial consultancy is recognized in the US, no? Yan. So that's my awards. Sige po. All right. So go ahead po. So my journey in speaking is more on volunteering, and binabayaran din po ako to talk, and my passion is really to integrate your life's purpose and the financial world, because I do believe that finances is only a tool for us to fulfill our. However, that's a good concept, no? To make system and process then, that's what I'm doing. The process and the system of personal finance, of paano ba natin paano ba gagawin kong group at magiging aware tayo sa personal finance natin to the level na parang sabi ko nga, buti pa ang iyong business may business plan, diba? Pero yung personal finance natin wala. Sige, go ahead po, Coach Ron. Sige po. Go ahead po. And so my accomplishments actually yan. So my accomplishments are more on mga first time na nangyari sa akin. Napunta po ako sa magazine ni Tony Robbins, na-interview po ako sa Channel 5, nakapunta po kami mag-asawa sa Paris. Because I do believe, again, that what's inside of me that coming before from scarcity, I am now embracing abundance. And I believe that our net worth is always anchored to the self-worth that we have. So if we feel that we are not worthy of finances that we have right now, sometimes hindi natin na nare-receive yung blessings. Or kung meron man, actually I have this kind of feeling sa bangko. Mabuo ng isang event, so sobrang parang maiyak-iyak siya, tsaka yung feeling niya ng worry nandun. So that's scarcity, di ba? Later, I will tell you more about it. So this is the question that I have for you. Why are you working? So lahat tayo dito naghahanap buhay. Bakit ba? Ako kasi naniniwala that we are working not just to feed our family. There's a deeper purpose why we are working. Because I do believe that all of us have a purpose in life. Meron tayong assignment dito sa mundo. And the resources that we have right now, including finances, is only a tool and vehicle for us to fulfill what is that why. Diba? And the next question is, what are your end goals? So actually help me identify what do I really want. Because as T. Harv Eker says, most of the people don't get what they want because they really don't know what they want. So for you to be able to clarify and to have this kind of clarity in terms of finances, you need to ask this question to yourself. What are your end goals? Kasi baka yung end goal mo, hindi siya congruent sa'yo. That's why nahihirapan ka sa finances. Or kung marami ka mang pera, bakit hindi ka pa rin masaya? Alam mo yun? So I met a lot of people na wala masyadong pera, na kailangan ng pera, pero meron namang taong may pera, hindi pa rin masaya. So these questions helps you to identify what are your end goals. And pag sabi kong end goals, usually, it takes numbers and it takes goals of your personal reason why you need to earn money. Alright, so, sige pa, go ahead pa. Yan. So, because of the resources that now, what are your goals? So, to share to all of you, my goal is to buy my time. I just want to share this to all of you because all of us, I think we are all interconnected. And as a human nature, we are all spiritual beings. My goal is to buy my time. My vision is to buy my time because I tend to compromise my purpose and passion and my assignment because of money. So for me to buy my time, for me to earn more money, I need to have this kind of goals, dreams, and vision. So there's a system behind of it. Sige po, go ahead. So life is all about serving and helping other people. That's we are here just to help more people, no? Sige po. So the system would be The system would mean we need to identify the science of achievements and the art of fulfillment. When we say the science of achievements, actually, there's a lot of billionaires in the world, sikat o hindi sikat, because they are following science of achievements. There's a process, there's a system na actually proven and tested na, susundan mo na lang siya. But at the end of the day, why a lot of billionaires, meron pa rin billionaires na nagpapakamatay? Because they forgot to embrace the art of fulfillment. Art of fulfillment actually, it's of embracing that we have in the art of love, the art of passion, the art of purpose, the art of joy, the art of peace. So the system, before ako para pumunta sa personal finance technically, I just want to become more holistic here. Sige po, next slide please, Coach Ron. Naya naman ako kay Coach Ron, nauutusan ko. Sorry, Coach Ron. There's a system,
Okay lang.
internally and externally. There's a system actually, internally and externally. I believe that for us to be able to manage externally, we need to manage our internal state. All right? Pag sinabi kong internal, it comes from mindset, it comes from values that we have, it comes on the spiritual state that we have. Like for example, if you don't think that you will not, if you don't think that you will become a billionaire someday or multi-millionaire someday or tomorrow or next year or 3 years from now, that's the process of internal eh. Actually, lahat na nahahawakan nyo ngayon, including cellphones, including this kind of blueprint, including this water, lahat to nag-manifest because of our internal condition. And the idea, the thoughts and the ideas first are coming to our mind bago mangyari yung physical realm. So what is my point? Even though alam mo ang techniques, alam mo ang system and process, but you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe on that kind of ideas that you will become a billionaire someday, that you don't believe that you don't deserve, technically, regardless lahat ng process and system and techniques na natutunan natin. So, internal conditioning. And later, sige po, go ahead, Coach Ron. Next slide, please. May tatawag tayo, of course, soft skills and hard skills. So, what are soft skills? Your personal development. Actually, a lot of people are earning 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, and a lot of people are earning 1 million per month, 2 million per month, 3 million per month. Because this is what I discovered. Last 2014, when I am broke, 2.5 million pesos, my mindset is have this kind of revenge to my father. My emotional state are coming from scarcity and anger to my father. So the results are negative 2.5 million. Parang yun yung simpleng explanation. But simula nung na-change ko yung soft skills ko, which is my mindset, my emotional state, and my spirit, actually, I earned, from 2015, I earned 360,000 to 360,000 per year. To 2018, nag-earn ako ng actually 4 million per year. Why? Because I changed the way how I think and my motives. Sometimes kasi if our motives to earn money and to manage money is coming from anger, maybe may pagkakataon na ma-squander natin lahat ng perang hawak natin. Because we embrace this kind of feeling of resentment and scarcity and all of the worries and the anxiety that we have. And like this. So, psychology of wealth, all right? Yeah, the psychology of wealth actually is all about the mental programming of a person wherein ano yung perception niya pagdating kaya. Kasi sabi ko, bakit po program, I am programmed only to earn 30,000 per month. Kaya maraming tumama sa loto, million ang kinita nila. Tapos kapag dating sa dulo, mahirap their psychological programming or the mental programming of their minds is more on pang 30,000 lang. Pero may mga tao naman billionaire na bankrupt, pero yung hintay mo yung 2 to 3 years, billionaire ulit sila. Because their mindset is preset to the high level of wealth. No? Next slide, please. Yun. So, sa OCCI, actually, may tatawag kaming belief system. Pero ito, actually, I have ka-life coach na ano dito si V na ba yun? Alright. So, kasama sa community. So, meron kaming tinatawag na belief system about money. So, your results comes from action, that comes from behavior, that comes from your attitude. That all comes to your belief. Like, for example, if our beliefs are money is the root of all evil, which is not true, because in the Bible, money, a love of money is the root of all evil. Love of money, not money per se. But if your belief is money is the root of all evil, you will have money even though you know how to manage it. But your beliefs are it is a root of all evil. Actually, the tendency that you have this kind of opportunity and then you squander the money because of the belief system about money. So that's the soft skills part and that's the internal part. At actually, minamadali ko, of course, because there's an external and hard copy or hard skills, hard copy. Yan. Itong our brain is being programmed from 0 to 5. Kung ano yung naririnig nyo about money from 0 to 5 years old, like for example, nakita nyo yung magulang nyo nag-away sa pera, nakita nyo o narinig nyo na hindi madaling kitain ng pera. If your belief about money is like that, or yung pera ay source ng evil, if your belief is like that, you're being programmed from 0 to 5 years old, 50% of your belief about everything, including money, is coming from 0 to 5, tapos 30%, 6 to 12, tapos 15% is 13 to 18. So my point here is, if we are programmed sa school na hindi kaya ng pera, kaya kailangan kayo mag-aral agad. Paano kung hindi ka nakatapos? So hindi ka nakikita ng pera. Parang ganun yung underlying message nun eh. And ano pa ang turo sa academic school, di ba? Na, kailangan kung ano yung tinapos nyo, yun lang ang tututukan nyo para kumita kayo ng pera. But a lot of billionaires right now are doing their passion and purpose to earn money. So, saan ang gagaling yung programming na yun? No? So, sige, go ahead. So, that's the soft skills part. That's the mentality of, para mabilis. Sa hierarchy. Yan. So, this is the physical results, all right? Actually, yan. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Ron. No? So, this is what I do. After conditioning the mind of my client, kasi baka nagne-negosyo siya kasi compliant lang, baka ayaw talaga niya yung negosyong yun, kaya nababaon siya sa utang, kasi siya masaya sa ginagawa. After I am doing mind setting and reconditioning the state and the holistic part of financial aspects, ito naman po yung ginagawa ko. So as a consultant, I'll make it sure na meron akong basis ng lahat. Alright? So this is the hierarchy of financial needs that, na nagawa ko po. Yung pinaka-vision, people don't know how much ang gusto nila sa buhay nila. Like for example, bakit ka nagde-negosyo? Syempre, para magkaroon ng financial freedom. Magkano yun? Hindi masagot. Kung sasagot man ako, I can assure that hula yun. Kasi pag wala kang basis, technically, para kang naghahanap buhay ng hindi mo alam yung direction mo. So, actually, what is the financial end goal? And anong basis nun? Kagaya nga ng sinasabi ko buti pa ang business mo, may libro, pero yung personal finance mo, sana meron. Pero karamihan wala. Buti pa yung business mo, may feasibility study and business plan. I hope that your personal finance in your family is meron din. Why? Because our business is always congruent to the personal vision that we have. If you don't have this kind of personal vision and personal financial end goal, technically lahat ng end goal ng company nakasunod lang yan sa iyo eh. So kapag gusto mo ng personal mo na ito yung kitain, yun din ang kikitain ng kumpanya. Why? Because you have this kind of personal financial end goal and vision. But the question would be, paano kung wala? Kaya ang kumpanya, naka-base lang ang income based dun sa anong meron. Diba? Parang sige, kailangan natin kumita ng 10 million per year. Pagtanong mo bakit? Wala lang, kasi yun ang dapat. So, ibig sabihin, walang specific reason or I can say blueprint, no? For you to be able to explain and justify why you need that specific amount in your life. So number 2, financial blueprint. So after creating this kind of financial end goal and vision, ang pangalawa niyan, financial blueprint. So this is my product. So my product is, I am doing like a feasibility study of your personal finance. Alright? Para saan to? Actually, simple lang. Number 1, to know your numbers. Number 2, pag ang gusto mong 100 million, basis sa 100 million talaga ang kasya sa'yo based on your cost of living. Kasi maraming nag-assume na yung 100 million, kasya sa kanila pagdating ng panahon, is yung current cost of living na panahon na sa 100 million. Ibig sabihin, financial blueprint helps you to decide how much insurance that you need. Kasi makakuha ng insurance, pag tinanong ko, bakit 5 million ang kinuha mo? Ito yung kailangan kong income replacement. Eh. How about other aspect of insurance planning? May tatawag tayo pambayad ng estate tax, may tatawag tayo pambayad ng educational funding pag namatay tayo, may tatawag din pambayad ng mga utang, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, nagpa-purchase tayo, kadalasan, walang basis. Bumili tayo ng real estate, bakit mo binili yan? Wala lang. Ngayon, financial blueprint will tell you kung ano yung kailangan mong gawin based on your financial end goal. Kasi baka meron akong client, Coach Ronnie, actually, bili ng properties. Nung chinek ko yung portfolio niya, 95% ng kanyang assets and net worth ay hindi liquid. Ibig sabihin, pero ang goal niya, liquid, di ba? So, doon pa lang makikita mo na medyo hindi congruent yung mga decisions niya because nga wala nag-guide at walang blueprint. Number 3 is wealth creation. Of course, as long as you know how much alam mo na kung magkano kailangan mo. Speaking of creation, ito yung lagi ko sinasabi na kapag tayo ay nalaman natin yung numero natin. Like for example, what if I will tell to all of you na may na-attendan ako seminar sa Singapore na nagkaroon ng activities in different kind of industry. Tapos pinasulat sa amin, magkano yung presyo 10 years ago, magkano yung presyo ng current na industriya na yun. Iba't ibang industriya, iba't ibang nasyon yun. Standard, ang inflation rate sa buong mundo is 15 to 20%. So this is my fear. If we are not aware about 15 to 20% inflation rate every year, sometimes nagiging reluctant tayo to increase our income. And for me, as a consultant to my client, that we should increase our income minimum of 30%. Why? Because the inflation rate is 15 to 20%. Malaki yung cost of living natin kasi lumaki. Mapapansin nyo, kahit anong sipag natin, parang hindi ganun kadali ang buhay. It's just because the inflation rate are not 2%. Actually, it's 15 to 20%. Paul, paano yan? Pag nakita mo naman yung pagkain, like for example, Jollibee, hindi naman nagmahal. Hindi nga nagmahal, mga 5% lang ang minahal, pero yung ingredients nun, lumiit yung hotdog, nawala yung ganito. So technically, doon nila binabawi. All right. So number two, well, protection. Of course, it is the insurance. You need to have this kind of buffer fund. You need this and insurances for you not to spend your own money in terms of emergency. Diba? And the wealth distribution and equalization, that's my expertise. Or 10 generations na dapat mag-distribute ng equal. The estate planning is more on the legal process. Financial is more on and consolidation and see the figures and forecasting about the future value and the future income na meron ang family. So this is the business income distribution pie. Hi, Coach Ron. Yan. Yan. This is the business income distribution pie. So, ito yung lagi ko sinasabi na sa negosyo, actually, pag negosyante ka, hindi dapat 100% ang niro-roll. Kasi usually, karamihan ng negosyanteng nakausap ko, sa sobrang high, 100% ng kanilang income niro-roll nila. Usually, ang lagi ko sinasabi, 20%, you need to pay yourself first to fulfill the personal, financial, end goal of your family. Alright? So, lahat kasi ng business na karis umiikot, you should diversify any kind of investment or maybe kung ano mang klaseng investment, basta yung 20% and then the 10% is naka-diversified na pagmamay-ari ng business nyo, either stocks, tama yung sabi ni Arnel kanina, na kailangan invest ngayon sa stocks. Actually, this is the time na itong 10% ng pera ng kumpanya ma-diversify kasi actually, ang kailangan ngayon nowadays is liquidity. So, cash is king right now. So, every time na lagi sabi sa client ko, we need to have an investment which are liquid. So, kailangan nagda-diversify tayo ng mga investment natin, not only in a property, but in a liquid form as well. So, yan. So, sige po, Coach Ron. Yan. So, this is the, pagpasok nung, actually, syempre may personal income tayo, may personal parang dividend tayo, kumbaga sa business, di ba? Pag may pumasok sa atin, saan natin ilalagay? This is a personal income budget idea distribution. So 50% is necessity, alright? 10% is education. Pag sinabing education, it's more on your personal growth. Kasi if we stop learning, we stop growing. And if we stop growing, we start dying. Di ba? Sabi nga ni T. Harv Eker. So, dapat, every time may income tayo, a certain percentage of education, dapat may play, 10% is play. Pag sabing play, ito yung amount na kung anong yung in your life, magkakaroon ng spiritual sabotage. Kahit na sobrang sipag mo, lakas mong kumita, pero you don't feel good about yourself because you don't have this kind of budget and activities to pay. Alright? First is to of course, again, to savings and investment about sa family naman natin. Diba? So, yeah, actually, the last slide that I have is this. The content, yeah. Sige po, babae po, Mr. Coach Ron. The content yan. The financial blueprint content are this. So, setting financial goals, cash flow management, forecasting of your current income to the future, and of course, the future valuation of your assets. the investment planning, insurance planning, estate planning, educational funding, and also the risk management. So, sige po, last slide is the financial blueprint actually can give you clarity, strong will, peace, financial freedom, awareness, and confidence, and of course direction, because you know already your numbers. When you know your numbers, there's a clarity, and clarity is power. Diba? Sige po. Next slide, please. And so, of course, I just want to promote my page. Please like my page, no, Coach Paul. And sige po, the Bible verse na po, Coach Ron. Of course, I have this book. Yeah. Bible verse na po. Yan. Yan. My favorite Bible verse. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they man things ahead a full dozen and even brags about it. I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, that we cannot see ourselves in our own picture frame. We need to have this kind of community, alam mo yun, coaches, because again, we have all blind spot in our lives. And for me, I just want to show this to you. This financial blueprint. This is the hard copy of my client hapon. So that's what I do, and that's my expertise. And maraming salamat po. Thank you for listening.